Hello, teachers. This month's training is going to be on ChatGPT for teachers. ChatGPT for Teachers is a version of ChatGPT tailored specifically to help educators plan, teach, and manage classroom tasks more efficiently and creatively. Think of it as your AI teaching assistant that can help with lesson ideas, grading support, student engagement, and more. So you can spend more time connecting with your students and less time buried in prep work. What ChatGPT for Teachers can do. So, a few of the things that ChatGPT can do for you is lesson and curriculum support. It can generate lesson plans based on your topic, grade level, and standards. It can create class activities, warm ups, or bell ringers, and it can suggest project ideas or assessments. Some ways that it would help you with instructional planning include breaking down complex concepts into student friendly explanations, offer differentiated instructional ideas for diverse learners, and suggest scaffolding and supports for students who need the extra help. Some ways that it will help you with resources and materials include drafting worksheets, quizzes, rubrics, and answer keys, creating examples and practice problems for students, and providing reading comprehension questions or discussion prompts. Some ways that it can help with communication tools include help write parent newsletters or classroom updates, and suggest clear explanations for academic content or behavioral expectations. It can help with time saving workflow help by proofreading and polishing your writing or materials, generating feedback for student work, and brainstorming classroom management strategies. So, the reason why teachers like it so much is because it's personalized support. You can tailor requests to your subject, grade level, and teaching style. It helps free up time. It can cut down planning and grading hours. And it generates great ideas. It can help unblock creativity when you're stuck on a concept or an assignment. Some examples that you might ask ChatGPT to do could be to generate a 45-minute lesson plan on ecosystems for sixth graders, or rewrite this explanation of fractions for students reading two grade levels below, maybe create a rubric for a persuasive essay, or give me 5 formative assessment ideas for a geometry unit. Here are some other ideas, some quick classroom ready activities that you can use with ChatGPT. So we have quick formative checks like asking ChatGPT to generate 3 to 5 exit tickets on a specific topic, or differentiated practice sets. You can prompt ChatGPT for 3 levels of practice problems, maybe emerging, developing, and then mastery on a certain skill. Model writing and revision. So you can request sentence level mini lessons, for example, comma usage, strong verbs, with some examples. Number 4, exit ticket reflections and metacognition. So you can ask ChatGPT to create prompts that elicit metacognitive responses like, what confused you most today? And then finally, Socratic questioning and discussion starters. So you can use the generated questions to run Socratic seminars, fishbowl discussions, or even debates. A few more examples could be designing formative assessments. You can request quick quizzes with answer keys and distractor analysis for multiple choice items. Number 7, project planning and scaffolds. You can request rubrics with clear criteria and examples for each performance level. Number 8, vocabulary instruction. You can ask for 5 to 10 tiered vocabulary cards that include maybe the definition, student-friendly sentence, synonyms, and an image prompt. Number 9, lesson hook and bell ringer ideas. You can ask for a short curiosity building scenario or problem of the day. And then number 10, you have it can help with exit entrance ticket translations and accessibility. So you can ask to translate assessment prompts into different reading levels or even another language. Next, you could do some Think Aloud modeling scripts. You can request a teacher script for Think Alouds during reading, math, problem solving, or lab demonstrations. You can do mini differentiated centers. You can ask ChatGPT to design 3 station activities for a lesson, maybe one remediation, one practice, and then one extension. You can peer review protocols and feedback stems by generating sentence stems for kind, specific, and actionable peer feedback. Number 14, it can help you with data-driven instruction prompts. You can input class common errors and ask ChatGPT to suggest targeted reteach activities and formative checks. And then it can help with creative prompts and cross-curricular projects. You can ask for writing prompts tied to historical events, science phenomena, and math modeling. It can also help create assessment item banking. So it can build a set of aligned test items with item type, difficulty, and standards tag to reuse and remix. It also helps with role play and simulations. It can create role play scripts or debate positions for historical figures, scientists, or civic scenarios. It can help with standard aligned learning objectives by providing a learning goal and asking ChatGPT to write measurable objectives, success criteria, and 3 checks for understanding. Number 19, it can help with micro lessons and explainers. You can request a 5-minute mini lesson script on a single concept with examples and quick formative tasks. And then finally, it can help with classroom management language. It can generate short, positive phrases and routines for transitions, maybe attention getting, and behavior feedback. On this slide, it goes over how to log in. You have to use the link that is provided to you by me or the link that is attached in your My Apps. If you just go to regular ChatGPT, it won't be the same thing. So that's for when you're first getting started. You have to connect your account. So you're going to do that by going to the link that I provide you. Then you have to get verified. So once you log in with your PSJ email, you're not going to click continue with Google or Apple or Microsoft or anything like that. You have to go to the bottom where it says email address and enter your email, and then it will prompt you to get verified and all of that. The next several slides are going to go over how to use ChatGPT. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over to a live view so that way I can actually show you how to use it. However, you will have access to these slides if you'd like to access them on your own time. All right, so now we're going ahead and we're going to jump over to the live view so I can show you how to use ChatGPT. And I'll do that by showing you a little overview of the dashboard, as well as I'm going to show you a few examples from the examples that I mentioned earlier. So once you log in here, it's going to take you straight to the new chat. So this is where you're going to go to ask ChatGPT anything. You'll click here and just type, and then you can click enter. Before we do that, I want to show you a few things over here on the left-hand side. On the search chats, so anything that you've asked it previously will save, so you can search through those chats. So if you're looking for a chat that you had previously asked and you want to go back to that information, you can search it up here. Images will save any images that ChatGPT creates for you right here in the Images tab. The apps has access to a few things like Google Drive, Outlook Calendar, SharePoint, and Teams. Deep research is more for if you want like a full report that includes sources and things like that. And then you have projects. You can create projects here. This could be like if you wanted to create a chatbot that was specific to something, maybe something that you're doing a project on that you only want to have all that information in one spot and not just in random chats that you create. You want to have it all in one area, then you would do that here. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump back over to the new chat and I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to go ahead and go with the prompt that creates a lesson. So create a 45-minute lesson for 4th graders on the water cycle. And there you go. It has created a lesson for you. It says the lesson title is The Water Cycle in Action. It takes about 45 minutes. The objective is students will identify and explain the stages of water cycle, which include evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. Some materials that they might need. Here are some examples: plastic cup, warm water, plastic wrap. and then it does the lesson breakdown, and it even gives you the time frame for each part. So the engage section will take 5 minutes, and it gives you some prompts on what to ask. And then it does the teach and explain, which will take 10 minutes. Hands-on activity, which takes 15 minutes. Practice activity, another 10 minutes. And then the closure, which is 5 minutes. And then it has an assessment, extension ideas, and then it even prompts. If you want, I can also turn this into a worksheet packet, create a water cycle anchor chart printable, or design a fun quiz game like Kahoot or matching cards. I actually like all three ideas, so let's do all three. Okay, so here is the worksheet. Okay, so it's got match the stage, fill in the blanks, draw your own water cycle, short answer responses, and then you can print this or recreate it on chart paper, printable content. So this is what it created for the anchor chart. So it's just an idea. It doesn't actually create the thing that you're going to print out. It just gives you like an idea. And then it has the quiz and game options. And then here are some game options. And then, oh, here, look, if you ask for ready to print PDF, let's see what it does. Ready to print PDF. All right, and now it turned it into a PDF. Let's take a look at it. And there we go. So now we have a worksheet. The anchor chart, again, is just listed. So like I said, it just gives you ideas. And then the quiz. I like it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do one more example for you. For this next one, let's say that we'll continue off of the water cycle. Let's say that you want to have the kids do a project. You can have it create a rubric for a water cycle presentation project. Okay, and of course it continues, it keeps the information from the prior messages. So it already knows that it's a 4th grade group. So I didn't need to type that part in. Okay, and so here is a good rubric. It's got the criteria, and then it has excellent, good, developing, or needs improvement. And then it has the scoring points. So I think this is a really good tool for you guys to be able to use. It really helps with creating things easily like this. So it just, it minimizes time on your end. It's very helpful. There's so many things that you can do with this. Thank you guys so much for joining my training.